Hello and welcome back to the channel for another
English couple.
Hey, and Christmas is coming, as we keep saying this month.
I was going to say, don't say about the goose getting fat again.
No. It's been killed and shoved in the oven. We're waiting for it to cook.
Poor turkey.
I know, I need some logs.
Or goose, rather.
Or goose. Yeah, it is a goose.
Yeah, I said poor turkey.
Yeah, poor turkey. That turkey.
I think I'm a poor turkey.
The turkey escaped this year. Actually, I've never had goose. I don't think I've ever had goose.
No, I don't think I have either.
I have no idea. I think they say it's a lot more fatty, don't they, goose? If you've had goose, let us know in the comments. Now, today, what are we going to do today? Oh, yes.
We're going to look at some gifts that we've been sent.
We've been sent some gifts over the last couple of weeks.
Very generous with our lovely viewers.
Yes, it's by you, the viewer. And if you didn't send us a gift, why not? No. We're always touched when people send us things, whether that's £20,000 to go towards a new house together, or just 5p. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's the thought that counts. And we have a little bag of stuff. So some stuff we've actually opened, but not really looked at in great detail.
Little bag.
It is a bit like Christmas. So we just thought for today, as we just have a look and acknowledge it, because I think if people send you stuff, it's nice to acknowledge. You can send them a personal letter, and Julia's been there with the calligraphy set, slaving away. And if you didn't get your letter, by the way, a personal letter with all sorts of intimate photographs, then do send us 20 quid. We'll make sure you do.
20 quid? Intimate photographs?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Of me. Having a shave.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I've only just got my hands on you. I'm not sharing you yet.
All right, fair enough. So scrub that. You can't have that. And luckily, there's you with your head in the bucket going, oh, that's lucky. We didn't want them.
Sorry about head in the bucket. I've got my head in my hands now.
Is that another palm face?
Palm. Reset.
Yeah, exactly. So what are we going to look at first? We've got some things to open, some things that we've already opened.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you want to go for?
Should we have a look at the stuff on the table already?
Yes, let's have a look at the stuff on the table.
Things.
So here we are. This is a little thing.
I don't know if anybody remembers, but I had a very lovely pair of these glasses.
Yes. Where did they come from?
They were given to me by the lovely Rachel, who was given them in a pack of purple things when she left her job. So
and she didn't like them.
No, she liked them, but she felt she couldn't get away with them. She couldn't wear them.
Couldn't wear them,
and,
but you could.
I enjoyed wearing them regardless of what I looked like in them, and then they broke.
Oh.
Well,
so these first things that we're looking at are from Anne Newton.
So the lovely Anne Newton has found a very, very similar pair.
They are gorgeous.
Fantastic.
And they suit your colour. Yeah. How lovely. So
Thank you so much, Anne.
That's so kind.
But that's not all.
No. Look at this. Here we go. This is from Anne.
Herb grow set.
So
it's like a little tin bath, isn't it?
It is a little tin
you
bath.
grow your little.
Can I get in the tin bath and wash myself? No.
You could probably maybe your big toe.
Yes, that's all I'm going to put in there, in case people.
Maybe an elbow.
Yeah. Test the water. You know, like I used to do. Did people still do that? Do they test their water by sticking the elbow in before you shove the baby in?
I don't know. I've never used my elbow for that.
Just stick the baby in.
I suppose if you've got the baby in arms and you've got the elbow in first, I guess. I never understood the elbow thing.
I once ran the bath for my son Billy, and he was taking so long to get ready. So I used to just put hot water in the bath, and then when he would come in, I'd put the cold in. So I put hot water in the bath, but he was ready quick, and he went straight into the bath with one leg. It was still piping hot. He ended up in A&E.
Ouch.
Yes, and I said, oh, no. When I said the bath was ready, I meant it was ready for you to come up into the... Anyway, so never did that again.
No, I tried helping my mum wash my little brother at one point. I must have been about 7.
Yeah.
And he was about 2. And I lifted him up to put him in the bathtub. My mum was like, no! Well, mind you, Mum got to me before I could
So you had a lovely roast, I believe, that weekend.
Roasted little
brother.
Roast baby
Nice.
brother. Sorry, baby brother.
So we will get cracking on that. I don't know whether you can do it in the winter or is it a spring thing? When can you grow kitchen herbs? Maybe you can grow them all year round. If you're a gardener, you could let us know.
Yeah.
There's probably instructions on there. But
sow seeds January to December.
Oh, there we go. So we've got a couple of weeks. Yeah. So brilliant. There we are. All the instructions on it. So what else have we got here? A lovely book, which we may be doing some stuff and bits and bobs from. The Customs and Ceremonies of Britain. These are an encyclopedia of living traditions.
So it's going to talk about lots of things like Morris dancing.
Morris dancing, horn dancing.
Yeah, and all of the lost little bits of information.
Early bits of football, cheese rolling, all those sort of...
Because just 50 years ago,
yeah.
this lot would have been much more living memory.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's it's a second-hand book from the 1980s. So, you know, nobody's publishing this sort of stuff anymore. No. So it's fantastic to see all these different... And the thing about these, this is why I harp on about it in my other channel, the traditions and customs and things of this country we want to hold on to, hence the English couple holding on to some of the nonsense that this eccentric world has had. And I think that's important. We don't want to sort of just become one, you know, amalgamation, like milk, homogenised. Who wants to be like milk? Anyway, so that's a lovely book. Thank you so much, Anne. Very kind.
Brilliant.
But, of course, the piece de resistance is...
Hôtel de Chocolat.
Hôtel de Chocolat. Or the French version of what you said. So, of course, we better open that. Well, we have opened it.
We have opened it. We have sampled quite a few now,
You like to look at the
menu.
Look at that. The lovely array of all sorts of different things. And I never quite know. I just shove them in my mouth. I'm a bloke, you know. Looks nice, looks tasty. Shove it in. But you like to know what they are.
Yes, because there are certain things that I really
Can't
don't
eat.
like.
No. What is this one with the cherries?
That
slices?
one is a cherry deluxe.
Oh, well.
A Kirsch-soaked cherry suspended in amaretto cream, double sealed.
It's got a liqueur in that one.
Yeah, like
I can taste that. You're going to have something?
Yes, that one.
And what is that?
This one is a raspberry smoothie. Pressed raspberries blended with cream, sealed in milk.
Lovely.
Doesn't sound as appetising as I think it will be.
No, give it a go. They are good. I remember once, where was I? Somebody sent me a big slab of hotel chocolate when I first heard about them. And I don't know what the origin is of the hotel chocolate. Maybe somebody can tell us. But I assumed that it started off as just, you know, the chocolate you would get in a hotel. You know, like some if you're going to posh hotels, if you've ever been in a posh hotel, sometimes on the bed they would leave, I don't know, little lumps of chocolate, a little sprig of a flower, condoms, those sort of things, you know. Perhaps not the latter. Anyway, they would leave chocolate and you go, oh, that's very kind, and you'd nibble it. And so I just assumed that's what it was, you know. But somebody bought me a big slab of it once, years and years ago. It was very nice. It was very chocolatey, very different from the chocolate that, you know, the commercial brand. Although it is, of course. Actually, I'm going to have another one.
What does it say here anyway?
What haven't I had? It's gone through. I'll have this one. Now, I try not to eat too many sweet things, but how can you not when people buy you chocolate and it's Christmas? And that's the one time you can do it. What is that one? It's nice.
That one.
We've gone.
It was a, hang on, Billionaire's shortbread.
Oh.
Generous with caramel, abundant with cookies, lavish with smooth hazelnut.
You having another one?
No, I'm all right. Thank you.
More for me.
I'm still savouring this one.
So, we've got a couple of cards here. I know opening cards are a bit boring on a thing. This one came
a while ago, that one. It's been sitting around for a bit.
A month ago, and it said open nearer the time. And to be honest with you, I've now forgotten who sent it. They did send me, and I did say thank you by email. Do you want to open it?
Go on then.
And we'll see what's inside.
Handmade by Tiger Designs.
Yeah, there we are. A bit of promotion for whoever Tiger Design might be them.
Oh, lovely. The black VW camper there. I don't know if you can see that.
I can.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, lovely,
isn't it?
lovely, beautiful card.
Oh.
Shall I read it?
Yes.
It says, to Rich and Julia, thank you for your YouTube shows. Well, that's very kind. We met in the summer on Worthing Pier from Tina and Dave. Do you know, I just remembered who it's from. It's from Roger and Brian, isn't it? Oh, no, Tina and Dave. Yeah, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. All very sparkly. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
Purple and sparkly.
Sorry, this is a bit self-indulgent, us opening stuff, and you're thinking, yeah, oh, it's very nice. What do we get? You get to watch us. Oh, it's outrageous. Now, in a bag down by your footsie, some more goodies. There's some stuff. Ed Sage, one of our lovely viewers, very generous. He was the man who lent us his boat for free.
The Pipe Dream.
The Pipe Dream on the Thames. Now, on the other channel, the Richard Vobes channel, not the commentary stuff, but latter in the year. When did we go? No, not October. Was it August? It was August.
Yes, something like that.
We went on a boat on the Thames, and I got Julia to row, and I sat there as the coxswain. Is that what they are? Coxswain?
Something like that.
And just, with a big loudspeaker and saying, row harder, row harder. But we had this, it wasn't that, it was a powerboat, wasn't
it? Stroke.
Exactly.
Stroke.
What's those, is it hyperfoil? What are those ones up on skis, those boats? Something like that.
Catamaran.
Catamaran, yeah, wasn't one of those. Wasn't a rowboat, wasn't a narrowboat. It was, basically it was a boat that was on the Norfolk...
I was going to say Norfolk Broad's boat.
One of them. Anyway, we had a lovely time. He's been a great supporter of the channel. He actually gave me some wheels for my van. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, incredibly kind of him.
So in there is lovely box of biscuits.
You can never go wrong with biscuits.
No, you can't. Not at Christmas time. As much as I don't try to eat biscuits, and I always say I won't buy them myself, but if other people buy them, I might nibble them. Especially at Christmas time,
Especially.
And very kind of you, Ed. A bottle of Vino
Beaujolais
Colaccio.
Villages.
Yes, the villages of Beaujolais. All the villagers get together and they pick somebody, usually a Vestal Virgin, and they squeeze her up, and it's the blood of a
Doink.
Of a bull bloke.
Trying not to spin the wine.
No, thanks. And he also found, and I think will be quite good for us, a book.
A cooking book.
Lorraine Pascal, I think her name is. And
Pascal.
Yeah, she's been on the telly. When I did have a television, I think my ex used to like her very much.
Your ex?
My ex.
Which one?
So many. They come and go so quickly. You know what it's like. We had a viewer once that said, every time I watch your programme, there's a different woman on your side.
The funny thing is, I was standing next to you when he said it.
Yes.
And I'm thinking...
That's
Hello?
nice, isn't it? That's channel. I said, shush. You're watching the wrong channel, mate. It's this channel, not the channel on how to pick up beautiful women. That's a different channel I run. He wishes. So there's some lovely cooking recipes in there. I happen to eyeball one about homemade Scotch eggs. I thought that would be good. You don't like Scotch eggs, do you? But you found one the other day.
I've seen a couple in there that look really interesting.
And they look like, at first you see, these
mini beef Wellingtons.
They all look very glamorous, but actually I'm hoping that we can make them fairly cheap and costly, because obviously we're in a cost of food crisis at the moment and we're all trying to keep and save money. Also, Hayley, the lovely Hayley's been in touch, and she sent us all some stuff. No, we've not opened it. Just be careful not to show my address off.
Yes.
She sent something for little Joe.
Yep.
And something for your elder son Elijah, whose birthday happens to be today, as we film this.
Yep, 12 today.
12. So if you're watching, Elijah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
12 years old. So these are Christmas presents so I'll give those to you to take away, obviously, because they've just been sitting in the back room. But these are for us. So one is for you, the lovely Julia. No idea, not open these, and one's for me. So without showing the address...
which is always a bit tricky.
Which is always tricky, because you know what people are like. They'll stop frame and then they'll start sending you stuff. So thank you very much, Hayley. We said we'd open them on the show, and that's what we're doing.
Thank you very much.
And, oh, look at that.
Oh, funky.
How very kind. Catch the light there. It's a bit of a dodgy old setup today. Vinyl. These are vinyl coasters for cups of tea. So, and they set of 6 vinyl coasters. They look like little 45s or LPs, in the old days.
Fantastic.
And how about the lovely... Oh, look at that.
Looky.
What have you got there, lovely
Some
Julia?
more pretty hairbands. Let's have a go.
Go on then. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. That looks sensational.
I think these are sewn down, so I can't tweak them up
make
like
them up
little
like
cat
bunny
ears.
Oh, cat ears, yes.
But they're lovely. Really nice.
Nice
Thank
colours.
you very much.
And what else have you got there? No, the other object on your...
Yes, I know.
Oh, sorry.
This
I'm always pushing for time. I'm always aware.
is a lovely pair of fingerless gloves, but they're better than just fingerless gloves. You've got the little flap that comes over, look.
What does that mean? You've got a little flap. That sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Well,
doesn't
it
that
works.
sound dodgy?
If you say it like that.
Well,
Yes.
I didn't say it like
so you
anything.
see this little button on the back of the wrist?
Yeah.
Undo that there,
Yeah.
if I can.
Yeah.
And then, whoop, ta-da!
And what does that do?
They become mitts.
Oh, I see. Mitts.
But it means that you can do stuff with your hands. You know, when you need your hands
Yes.
are warm, but you still need
Yes.
your fingers available to do stings.
Yes.
Things. Yeah.
Look at that.
Fantastic. That looked. Oh my gosh! It's actually got little grooves on them.
Yes, you can probably put them on your LP if you've got them, and it'll play a lovely tune saying, "Oh, the bald one is a lovely man. He goes around in his little black van. Oh, the bald one is a lovely man, and he has a lovely girlfriend on his side, on his side." He has a different one every week, apparently, according to something. So that's very nice. Thank you so much, Hayley. You're very kind. And I can't get else. I don't know how else to get into these. It looks like a little record player.
Let me help you with my mitts.
Yes, I'll explore that a bit later. Would you like another
absolutely
chocolate?
lovely. Go on then.
I've had rather a lot of these.
That one. Yoink.
So I'm going to try these funny looking. I'm going to throw that one on the floor.
You didn't want that one,
No,
did you?
that's nice. So, what are you doing for Christmas? Have you got some very exciting presents? What is Christmas to you nowadays? Is it a nightmare? Is it a headache? Is it because once your kids are grown up, you've still got kids. My kids have not grown up. I mean, they are grown up. What am I saying? My kids have grown up. They left home. So for a number of years, Christmas has just been an event. And if they are coming over or you're being invited over to them, then that's lovely on the day. But it can be, if you're on your own, as I've been on my own, it can be just a sort of, well, it's not really for me anymore. And then maybe when you get grandchildren, it suddenly has a new meaning to it.
Yeah.
It depends if you get to see your grandchildren or not, I suppose. Well, have a trouble with that. For you, it's an interesting time because you're in a relationship that's coming to an end or has come to an
Well,
end.
it's ended.
And you're in this new relationship. We're going to have a lovely Christmas. God knows what we're going to do. I've got an expedition on Mount Edna for us all lined up.
My kids get to go and see their the other side of their family this year.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. They need to. They haven't seen much of them lately. In the last couple of years, obviously, since the pandemic happened.
Oh yes, well, not allowed to see. So this is like the first Christmas that, after a couple of years, that people can actually now legally. I mean, it's the most ridiculous situation that we've ever been in, that you couldn't go and see your granny and what have you at Christmas time if you've got one. Mine are dead and buried, as indeed are my parents.
So are mine now.
And so, what your parents are?
No,
dead
my
and buried?
grandparents.
Oh yeah, that was a good chocolate.
It was
That
good
one.
chocolate, was it? Excellent.
So just
I
this
really
other.
want to get one of these out. Can I?
Yeah, get one out. I'll open this card from Ed. Merry Christmas and a rotten New Year. And it says,
You have to open the blank page.
oh yeah, it says, "Dear Richard and Julia, I wish you'd never been on my boat. It's never since now. It's at the bottom of the Thames, and I'm still trying to get someone to dredge it for me. But in the meantime, best wishes to you, from Ed."
Lovely.
So thank you, Ed. That's very nice. And Julia's
Here
just
we
getting
go.
these out.
Ta-da!
Oh yeah.
What's that? What's that one? Sunset Records, Spectrum Records.
It's they're almost too good to put a cup of tea on, aren't they?
Yeah.
They do have a little hole on there that you could, but I don't think that hole is quite the right size to put on it. But it would be hilarious if you could play them.
It would be funny, but
That is
I
hilarious.
don't think they are playable because they're all exactly the same for a start.
When I was a kid, here's a funny thing. Did you ever do this? My dad had a bunch of 78s, the old-fashioned 78s, and they would break. They were very brittle. They would break very often. And then, of course, 78s went out and you had the vinyls and things. So my sister and I, we must have been about 8 or 9. We got, in those days, we still had the old trolley. Do you remember the trolleys that you used to have in the houses where people had trolleys? Do people still have trolleys?
Oh, like your food trolleys.
Food trolley,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, not a shopping trolley, a food trolley.
You
know, where you put the cakes and the tea and all of that, and you'd come in, go, it's time for tea. We had one of these at home. That makes it sound like I came from a very rich background or something, but we didn't. We just had one of these. Yes, it was an old wooden trolley. It was a knackered old thing. God knows where it came from. Anyway, I nicked some of my dad's. My dad had left home, and there were all these vinyls in the loft. So I had some of these. We went up the road, knocking on people's doors. Do you want to buy some old records? I can't believe I did that. And they were like tuppence back in the old days, old-fashioned money, tuppence. And people just out of think, God, those poor people at the end of the road, poverty-stricken lot selling their records to make some money, would give them tuppence. We also went scrumping in the farm at the back and dug up some of their beetroots and sold those. So you could have beetroots and vinyls. It was a nice combination.
What does your one say? They've got spoof names, Spectrum Records. Tea time, don't spill this. By the Nostalgics.
Is that based on real records then?
No. It's,
I see.
I know that Nostalgics.
Yeah.
Too hot to handle.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Cover
too hot
and
to handle
protect.
because of the
Yes.
tea. I've got it.
Cover and protect. So.
Yeah.
And actually, you could use them as a cover as well as a.
Oh yes,
poster.
you could. Yeah, very nice. Well, you'll see them being used on one of the videos coming forward.
Protect surface, rest on me, and no marks on the table. All by the Nostalgics.
Whoever they are. Anyway, that's pretty much it from our quick unwrapping of Christmas. There's still only a few days left, isn't there? I ought to go and buy some presents, I suppose.
6 days should be.
Yeah, yeah. How about that? Need to
I've still got a few presents to go get.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. I'm one of those people that go out on Christmas Eve and see what's left in the shops and look for discounts. But that's me. So there you are. If you didn't get a card from the lovely Julia and I, it's because we didn't send one. So apologies for that. He's so mad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Another madness. Hopefully we can get another episode out before Christmas. But if we don't, have a lovely Christmas.
Have a lovely Christmas.
Yes, and I'm sure we will. Anyway, from the lovely Julia and the bald bloke,
And the lovely Richard.
the English couple, take care and thanks for watching.
Happy Christmas. Bye.